A is for anhinga. Anhingas spread their wings out to dry after swimming. A is also for ani. Anis live in Florida and Texas. Anhingas and anis are black, and black starts with B. B is for blackbird and bluebird and bunting and banana quit. But don't quit now, because here comes C. A lot of birds start with C. Cardinal, coot, cormorant, crane, crow, and curlew. C is for catbird. Does he sound like a cat? Also, caracara. D is for duck. There are lots of kinds of ducks. And for dipper, they all love to be wet. Do you know what E is for? E is for eagle. Eagles start as fuzzy babies, but then they grow up. E is for egret, too. So pretty. F is for flamingo. And frigate bird. Frigate birds have very long wings and very short legs. If he lands on the ground, he can't take off again. Takeoff is no problem for the next bird. G is for goose. How many do you see? When there's more than one, maybe 2 or 10 or 203, then G is for geese. H is for hummingbird. This hummingbird is as big as your finger. This one can hover in one place, and hover starts with H too. This one has eggs in a nest the size of your little brother's hand. What letter does hand start with? H is for heron. Herons eat fish, sometimes little ones, sometimes big ones. Sometimes they just look at them in the water. Do you think this is a heron? No, it starts with I. I is for ibis. There are dark ones and light ones. They all have droopy beaks. They are very quiet. But the next letter isn't quiet. J is for jay. There are gray jays and black jays and blue jays and green jays. All different colors, all noisy. K is for kingfisher. And killdeer. No, these birds do not hurt deer, but listen to him call his name. L is for limpkin. Limpkins eat snails. Little limpkins eat what their mother gives them. Do you? L is also for lark and for loon. Loons live on lakes. Listen to their loud, long, lingering laugh. M is for meadowlark. And macaw. A macaw is a very big parrot. Well, we're halfway done with the alphabet. Let's take a break with a story. This story has been told by the Iroquois people for many years. A long time ago, the birds had no songs. Only people could sing. The birds heard the songs of people as mothers sang to their babies or when they were just happy, and the birds wished that they could sing too. Then one morning, Black Vulture was soaring among the clouds when he heard something new. He returned to earth and called all the birds together. "I have heard beautiful songs," he said. "They seem to be coming from the sky. The most beautiful songs are coming from the highest clouds. Perhaps if we each flew to the clouds, we could catch songs for ourselves. Whoever can fly the highest will have the most beautiful song." All the birds agreed, and a high-flying contest was set for the next morning. The birds were excited, but one small brown bird was not excited. He was perched next to a great eagle. "What chance do I have of reaching the most beautiful song? This eagle is so great, I will never be able to compete with him." The little bird's name was Hermit Thrush, and he had an idea. He flew to the eagle's back and quickly hid beneath his feathers. The huge eagle didn't even notice. The thrush waited there all night long. As the sun rose, all the birds took to the air. Some, like the coot and the ani, couldn't fly very high and didn't bring back very good songs. Other birds flew higher and collected their songs as they rose. The huge, strong eagle climbed and climbed all day long until he was far above all the others. Tired from all the work, he set his wings to glide back to earth. Sure, he would have the best song. Suddenly, the little thrush took off from the eagle's back and began to fly, higher and higher to a hole in the clouds where the most beautiful song of all was pouring out. He stayed there until he had learned it well, then returned to the ground. He, and not the eagle, had won the contest. But when the thrush returned to the other birds, he found them angry. He had won by cheating. Hermit Thrush was so ashamed that he flew to the thickest part of the forest and hid, embarrassed to sing his new song. But sometimes he can't help himself, and he sings it anyway. When he does, all the other birds become quiet, listening to the song from above the clouds. That is why the hermit thrush is so shy, and that is why his song is the most beautiful song of all the birds. Do you hear a nighthawk? N is for nighthawk. You've probably heard a nighthawk and didn't even know it. Listen to the sky on summer evenings. Nighthawks like to sit where it's flat. This one is keeping her eggs warm. N is also for nuthatch. We have 4 different kinds. 1, 2, 3, 4. What letter looks like this hole? O. O is for oriole. And osprey. At night, O is for owl. Have you ever heard an owl? P is for pelican. There are brown pelicans and white pelicans. And parrot. P is for plover. You can see these when you go to the beach. And P is for ptarmigan, but when you say it, you don't say the P. It hides, just like a ptarmigan does in the long grass. Q is for quail. R is for robin. And redstart. And rail. Would you like to see a rail? You have to go to a grassy, wet place just before the sun goes down and watch and listen. Rails are a secret that not many people know are even there. What letter does secret start with? S. A lot of birds start with S. Sandpipers, sapsuckers, skimmers, and swans. There are spoonbills, and sparrows, and snipes, and of course, starlings. Can you think of more? Now let's go to T. T is for tanager. And turnstone. Why do they call him a turnstone? U. Uh-oh. It's hard to find a bird that starts with U, but here's an upland sandpiper. Upland means away from the water. You won't find this bird on a sandy beach. V is for vireo. Vireo is a very old word. It means I am green. Do you think that's right? And don't forget, V is for vulture, too. Are you ready for some colors? No, not white, lots of colors. Because W is for warbler. Look at all these warblers. Seeing all the colorful warblers is why a lot of people go bird watching. W is also for woodpecker. You can see more about woodpeckers on this DVD after the alphabet is done. X. Here is a little bird with a white ring around its eye. Here's another one. And another one. And another one. Can you tell them apart? No? Grown-ups can't either. Just remember, X is for EmpidonaX. These are EmpidonaX flycatchers. They catch flying insects and eat them. Find them high, find them low. Look for them wherever you go. They all look the same, just like an X. Y is for yellow. Can you guess the names of these two birds? This is a yellowthroat. How about this one? That's right, a yellowlegs. Z is for zebra bird. 150 years ago, This was called a zebra bird. Can you tell why? Today, we call it a red-bellied woodpecker. It ends the alphabet for us. But there's more about woodpeckers ahead. Just keep watching.
We are in search of the elusive yellow-bellied sapsucker.